Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Hurley. I'm your judge this afternoon. We're in first appearance court. Today is the day this court determines whether or not there's probable cause for your arrest. We're not here for a trial. Not here to determine your guilt or innocence. You don't need to tell us what happened. You don't need to explain yourself, defend yourself, make any excuses. Please save all that for your attorney in a private meeting. Understand you have the constitutional right to remain silent. But if you give up that right, whatever you say can and will be used against you. Also, if you have a private attorney, let me know who that is.
Yeah, just tell them that if they want to, I'll try to get it to work out. I'll try to get this worked out for time served, and I'll tell the judge to talk to them, and they want to say no. Last name? Stephen Malian. Is he there? He's on page 7.
If possible, we could call a case out of turn. Lee Wilkins.
Hello?
Lee Wilkins.
Hello?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hi. Let me just find the paperwork. Do we have Lee Wilkins at, give me your last name, sir.
Hilal, H-I-L-A-L.
Mr. Wilkins, we had the two co-defendants this morning.
Yeah, okay.
Judge, I have present also his mother's also here, and his father.
I understand. Do you have any comment about probable cause today, sir?
I do not for purposes of today, Judge, no.
Okay. Now, state of their priors on this gentleman.
Your Honor, he had some juvenile priors, but we don't need to go into them at this point.
Okay, now, he's got his parents right here. Can I talk to them real
Sure.
quick? Come on up. I could have both of you raise your right hands for me. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Put your hand out. Ma'am, tell me your name.
Denise King.
Denise what?
Denise King. K-I-N-G.
Okay, nice to meet you, ma'am.
Nice to meet you.
Your name, sir?
Robert King.
Okay, and you are the parents of...
I am his mother and this is his
Stepdad.
I got it. Okay, tell me about your son, ma'am. Is he in school? Is he working?
He's working with me at a law office. He comes in, he clerks for us.
What kind of law office is it?
We do general. I do probate and real estate. I'm a paralegal. But he does work for us, just, clerking and things like that.
Is it full time?
It's 3 or 4 hours a day. And he has been studying to take his to get into BCC for the fall. And he went to take the test, actually, but he has to go back because he failed one part of it. He wants to make it, get a higher grade, so he doesn't have to.
Did you graduate from high school?
He got his
Okay. And I see that he's 20 years old.
He lives at home.
And he works 3 or 4 hours a day. Okay.
And we had him at parochial school, from elementary to high school.
Where did you go to high school?
He was at Chaminade, and then he went to South Broward, and at that point, decided there.
I mean, 3 or 4 hours a day, it doesn't seem like that's... I'm trying to figure out, how does he occupy his day? What does he do when he's not doing 3 or 4 hours a day? What does he do with himself?
Goes to the beach, stays home, plays games. He's been studying for his test.
How long has he been studying for the test?
Maybe a month and a half, 2 months.
Before that month, when he was working 3 or 4 hours a day, what was he doing the rest of the time?
What page is he?
He was working. He had a job working somewhere else, but it was too far. He worked there for a couple of months.
He had a job where he was working, doing with a computer firm where that was 6 to 8 hours a day. The problem was the travel was a little bit long. And
how long ago was that?
That was about probably 6 months ago.
He's been working with me the last probably 6 months. Your Honor, he's a good kid.
Okay, really I'm trying to get a feel on what's going on here. That's all.
He's not a bad kid. We're finding our way.
I spoke with Mr. Halal before court, Your Honor, this morning. You said the other two co-defendants' bonds at $1,500 on one, $1,000 on two. I have no objection to the same bond for Mr. Wilkins.
Okay, could I see the parents up here real quick? Mr. Halal, you want to come up?
I don't see him on the docket. I didn't see the name.
I'm going to set your bond on count 1 at 15.
He's on the second look.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'll set
Let me check.
as I did the co-defendants, all right?
Robert Jakis.
Thank you.
You didn't know.
Yeah, I see him. Okay. I'll text him. Yeah, I'll text the city.
But that's still H-I-L.
Okay, now,
Just messing with you. Take a chill pill.
I just did one.
Take another one.
we are waiting for a city prosecutor, am I correct? Thank you, Mr.
Your Honor.
Mr. Wilkins. Your bond's $2,500. Your parents were here. They're going to post the bond right now, all right?
Your Honor.
Hold on.
Thank you very much, sir.
We could go to North Broward, Your Honor. There's a case that I've asked to have been recalled from this morning. Joshua Stein. You're not going to have his paperwork.
Let's see, North Broward, Joshua Stein.
Your Honor, you may recall Mr. Stein was before you this morning, and he raised his bond from $2,500 to $500. $250. $25 to $500. Your Honor, I received information after our morning docket from, first I was informed by Assistant State Attorney Mike Horowitz of our traffic homicide unit, and then I spoke directly with Detective Wiley of the Broward Sheriff's Office Traffic Homicide Unit. Mr. Stein is currently being investigated for DUI manslaughter. Apparently he was involved in an accident that occurred June 22nd at approximately 11:30 in the morning. It was around Dixie Highway in Pompano, around Atlantic, Your Honor, where it goes splits going north and south. Your Honor, the allegation, what's believed at this point is that Mr. Stein struck there was a man operating a car transporter, and he was standing on the trailer unhooking one of the cars. Mr. Stein drove his car onto the trailer. Detective Wiley estimates that the car was traveling between 40-45 miles per hour. The speed limit's 30. The victim was flipped onto Mr. Stein's hood, went through the windshield. He came to rest halfway on the hood, halfway through the windshield, and had his arm amputated approximately 4 inches above the elbow, about 5 inches below the shoulder, and he bled to death. In Mr. Stein's car, detectives found 9 empty duster bottles. They found 5 receipts, 3 from Office Depot, 1 from Walgreens, 1 from CVS, dated June 20th, June 21st, and June 22nd. I'm sorry, I think the accident happened June 23rd. They also found a receipt June 23rd. The most recent purchase was 40 minutes before the crash, Your Honor. Detective Wiley also informed me in a post-Miranda statement that Mr. Stein admitted that he uses these dusters to get high. And then he was before you today, just within a day or two after this accident, leaving a Office Depot with more cleaning duster in his possession.
Has he been arrested on that?
It's being investigated, Your Honor, but I think I bring this to the court's attention because it raises a great concern for the community, Your Honor. And the safety of the community.
We brought him back. What would you request?
Your Honor, if the court is not comfortable doing anything with the bond, I believe at a minimum pretrial release with a GPS in order not to operate a vehicle, which even though he's just here for the possession, I believe is appropriate. He has a prior DUI, and that's what I would be asking, Your Honor.
Just may I briefly respond?
Go ahead.
He's under investigation, but there's no. He hasn't been arrested. They haven't filed a probable cause affidavit. There's no probable cause for his arrest at this juncture. If he has a valid license, and we're asking to impose a condition that he does not operate a motor vehicle, there's nothing out there that says his license is suspended or his driving privileges are revoked to impose that condition on him. I would ask the court to still keep the same conditions as before. We could cross that bridge when, if there is a probable cause affidavit.
Okay. Well, I take the state at its word that they told me the facts are correct regarding this alleged DUI, where this man allegedly killed a man who was working on the back of a truck, and that I take the state's word that they found these duster cans in the vehicle with receipts that show that he just had bought them. and that his actions in being impaired by inhaling these dusters was the proximate cause of the crash which caused the death of this man on the truck. Now, he's back here again today, just a few days after this crash, and he is caught inhaling one of these dusters again. I don't know where, on the side of the street or wherever he was. The court is concerned it's ongoing criminal behavior. The first type of this behavior led to the death of someone. So the court has to be not only concerned with the defendant's rights, but also has to be concerned with the safety of the community. I'm not going to raise his bond, but I'm going to ensure that he doesn't drive and we know where he is. And I'm going to, in the abundance of caution, order pretrial release with the GPS monitor. Sir, I'm going to order that you are not allowed to operate a motor vehicle. That means any kind of vehicle which is motorized, from a scooter to a truck, a car, a motorcycle, anything. Is that clear, sir? That is.
Yes, Judge, and at this juncture, I'm going to invoke his right to remain silent.
I understand. Thank you, sir. You'll have a GPS monitor affixed to your ankle. Thank you. Okay, now, we have a gentleman here. We have two gentlemen here in the second row. May I help you?
My name is last name.
What's the last name of the man?
Vargas.
Vargas? Okay, Mr. Vargas, please come forward.
Page 10.
I'm doing all right. Can't complain too much.
This is Mr. Vargas, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Vargas, you've been charged with battery on a firefighter, disorderly intoxication, and resisting arrest. The court finds probable cause. Are there any, is there a criminal record on this defendant?
One moment, Your Honor.
No priors, Your Honor.
Got no criminal record. May I have both of you raise your right hands? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, put your hands down. Sir, tell us your name.
Me?
Front row. Front.
Luis Vargas.
Hey, Mr. Vargas, how do you know Angel Vargas?
He's my nephew.
Okay, thank you. Your name, sir?
Grace Jacobs.
And how do you know Mr. Vargas?
I'm his uncle's domestic partner.
Okay. All right, so you know Mr. Angel Vargas, do you?
He lives with us.
Oh, does he? Okay. Let me ask the uncle, what does he do for work?
He works in the beach and bus boy.
Okay.
In the restaurant.
How long has he lived in South Florida?
Like, he was coming and go, like, right now, like 6 months.
Okay. All right, and...
5 years. 5 years.
Does he own
But he was here for 5 years before Yes. that. He just went back home for a few months.
Does he own land or property down here in South Florida?
No.
No? Mr. Vargas, do you have any money in the bank, Mr. Angel Vargas?
Judge, I do not.
Okay. Go ahead.
He does have a job, though, and he's been down here for 5 years. Judge, the battery in this case is, I would argue, de minimis. Apparently he punched him in the leg. It appeared to be intoxicated under the influence of something. I would ask the court to consider pretrial release with a drug evaluation component, perhaps a rehab component. I prefer the rehab.
It says that your nephew was heavily intoxicated, stumbling down the street, and the firefighters tried to take care of him, and he allegedly punched one of the firefighters in the leg. Doesn't seem like a real serious punch, but nonetheless, it said he was so, what's the word I would use, so out of control that when they finally put him on a gurney, they had to strap him down to a hospital bed by hospital security. So, do you see that he has an alcohol issue? Have you ever noticed this? Anyone?
Lately he's been drinking a little bit more. He's always been responsible. He's been down here for 5 years. He's held a job, hasn't gotten in any trouble. He goes to work every day and works hard and gets his employers love him. He's a good kid. I think he just drank too much that night.
Well, I think that's putting it mildly, looking at his blood alcohol or blood alcohol. Last page, last sentence.
Yeah, Judge, I agree that that's fairly significant, Judge. I would again ask the court for pretrial release with a drug component.
Go ahead. What do you say?
I'll leave it in the court's discretion.
You know what? Probably wouldn't normally give him on a battery on a firefighter, but I do realize it probably isn't the most violent incident we've seen come through. I'm going to release him ROR to pretrial release, and he has to be there tomorrow. It's in an office right across the street here. We're going to give him a map there. It's kind of like probation on the front end of a case. Instead of getting it after you've been convicted, I'm kind of putting him on a probation while he's going through court. Okay? So what I'm going to do is order that he has a drug and alcohol evaluation. I'm going to order that he be drug tested and tested for alcohol every week. He's not allowed to touch a drop of alcohol. No alcohol consumption for Mr. Vargas whatsoever under any circumstance. Now, if the court finds out that Mr. Vargas has consumed any alcohol or any drugs, he'll be rearrested and put back in the jail. He'll probably stay there until the day of his trial. Right now, trials in Broward County can go 6 months to a year. So he needs to be aware of that. Do you understand what I've explained, Mr. Vargas? Tomorrow between 8 and noon time, you need to be right across the street. That man's giving you a map right there with the directions on it, all right? I want to thank both of you for coming today. There's no bond required. He'll just be released.
Once all this information's filled out,
8 o'clock tonight. That's how long it takes from
you bring in the copy back if you need it. Make sure the original gets moved along.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's right behind you, the jail.
Now,
Well,
I don't really need any of it at this point. Once everything.
pretty simple matter. Things you can do with Capcom.
And I have offers on all my city cases.
And I spoke to all this. Do you have any cases from this morning, ma'am?
They're on page 7. The ones from mine on page 7 resets. I don't know what page is yours on. Yours. That's not yours.
Judge, in addition to all of the other cases that Mr. Atria has, on page 24 of this morning's docket, Anthony Ferguson.
24 in the morning.
He has 2 counts, and the municipal ordinance count has been filed as an MO-10A case.
What's the name? What's the name?
His name is Anthony Ferguson. He's on page 24 of the morning docket. Count 1 is a municipal ordinance violation. It was filed under case number 15006-802 MO-10A.
The charge?
It doesn't say.
He's still in custody. Here's the other thing.
Mr. Atria, it looks like an open container violation. It looks like the open container violation that led to his arrest, which led to count 2, which is a possession of cocaine.
That's a felony.
So even if you call her and let her know, you can give her comfort in knowing that pre-trial.
I guess that's how the open container is called.
So they can,
You know, if they can.
or the address.
So maybe we can get her.
Okay. So where's Jennifer Smith?
In place to make sure that this is all the
Jennifer Smith?
At the very least, she was probably let her know that her safety is being looked after.
Jennifer Smith's at North Broward, Your Honor.
Ms. Smith, you've been charged with, let me see, you have 5 different warrants for your arrest. Municipal ordinance, trespassing, open container, littering, open container of alcohol, and open container of alcohol.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, are you currently employed?
No, sir.
Do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir.
Ma'am, I'm inclined to appoint Mr. Shate to represent you. He's the special public defender. Would you like to have him as your attorney, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Shate, I'm going to appoint you.
The City of Hollywood?
City of Hollywood. I'm appointing you. Her bonds today are going to be $450. And she can bond out. Thank you, ma'am. There's 4 different cases, 5 different cases, sir.
No, we're just trying to Judge, would the court consider calling a second look case? Well, we do have a assistant public defender here, and the gentleman does have 2 municipal ordinance cases too. He's Robert Jakis.
Okay. Do you want to wait in about 5 minutes? Yeah. Okay. All right, James Phillips.
Main jail, Your Honor. I spoke with him and the city prosecutor, Drew Atria for Mr. Phillips.
Hey, Mr. Phillips.
Well, not yet, but...
They're sleeping on the beach. You had a chance to speak with them?
I did, and I had a chance to talk to the prosecutor who has offered time served.
So would you like to plead no contest today to this charge of sleeping on the beach? Turn on that mic. Press the button down right there.
Yes, sir.
You understand we're not going to have a trial. We're not going to appoint an attorney. The case will be over. I mean, we are going to appoint an attorney. But the case will be over with today. You're not going to have a trial. It's wrapped up right now. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
All right. Do you need any more time to speak with your attorney about this matter?
No, I have no attorney.
How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go outside and have a seat, sir.
Good luck. Blanchard?
Mr. Blanchard?
I've also spoken with him and the city prosecutor, Your Honor.
Okay. So you're charged with, you are charged with, Mr. Blanchard?
I think it's alcohol consumption or possession.
Alcohol-related charge, sir. Would you like to resolve your case today?
Yes, sir, would, Your Honor.
Sir, if you plead no contest, the case is over with today. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you need any more time to speak with Mr. Atria, the attorney?
No.
No, we...
How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
I'll withhold adjudication. Thank you.
Point Mr. McLaren.
Thank you, Judge.
His name is Gabriel Blanchard, page 7. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. How about, where's Anthony Ferguson?
Ferguson is prison at the Maine.
McGill. Let me...
How about you are or you are?
It's on page 24 of the AM docket.
Let me ask you, if he was arrested with the state charge, doesn't the public defender cover that?
Yes, Judge, if the charges were kept together, then the public defender would come in. But the clerk split them into 2 different case numbers. So there's an MO-10A and a CF-10A. I've got the CF-10A. I assume Mr. Atria and Mr. McLawrence will have the 10A, the MO-10A.
They can't keep a municipal ordinance charge and a state charge on the same information or case number.
Right.
So they get split up. Once they get split up, it's like they're 2 separate cases. Well, they are 2 separate cases, but it's almost, think of them as 2 separate incidents almost.
The public defender can never represent a municipal ordinance, even when there's a state charge next to it, even though they're supposed to be doing it.
Because technically at that point, it's not really considered next to it. For all intent purposes, it's essentially like 2 separate incidents.
2 different case numbers.
All right. You know, I'm not going to give him a bond on it, but I'll... Sir, are you currently employed?
Say that again, please.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any money in the bank?
I have money on me at home.
How much do you have at home?
I have like $9,200.
$9,200?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to set your bond on count 2 today. Let me ask you, does he have any prior state?
I would need a BCCN.
I doubt he qualifies for public defender.
I wouldn't think so.
I would need a BCCN number, Judge.
It is 854109.
Definitely no Broward priors.
This is Anthony Ferguson. Okay, Mr.
Do you have, okay.
Judge, Mr. Ferguson is employed. He's got a job at Seaside Printers. He does have family in South Florida. If he doesn't have any priors, he might be eligible for pretrial release.
I understand. Hold on. We're finding out right now.
Oh, and he owns his own condominium.
Oh, there you go. Well, I don't think this is gonna...
No, sir.
Not get an RR.
Well, he's gonna look into priors now and see if he can ROI it.
So your bond on count 2 is $1,000. You have a prior conviction for murder. Count 2 is $1,000, and count 1, I'm not going to give you a bond. Thank you. All right. What about...
Judge, does that mean you're not going to let him bond out, or does you're ROR him on count?
I'm going to let him bond out. I'm not going to give him a bond on count 1.
On count 1 then.
ROR count.
Okay, then count 1.
We just have 2 more.
Okay.
We have 2 more.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I figured out. Yeah.
Hold on, let me look here.
So that's 1 down.
They're on the second look docket, right?
No, page 7 of your PM docket. Fritz Walter and Stephen Maliani. Walter is at Maine, spoke to him, as well as Maliani, and have offers.
Walter and Maliani?
Yes, Your Honor. Page 7, PM docket.
So I got a text that they said.
Yep, that's what it says.
Your Honor, Maliani is a medical reset at North Broward.
Okay, so who was the other one?
I've got
Well, I'm not sure. Fritz Walter, Judge. It says Fort Lauderdale. It says resisting without. It does not indicate whether it's an MO, Your Honor.
The PC indicates state charge.
Okay.
Is that Fritz Walter?
Yeah.
Resisting arrest without violence. You were in here just the other day. I remember that. Defendant attempted to cross crime scene several times after being warned.
Tell him about my friend.
Yeah, I think you should.
Judge, I just want to.
The beginning of the week, right?
I like to tell you something. My friend was shot yesterday, and I was trying just to make sure he was okay. He got shot on the beach.
Sure.
Late at night, he got shot. You hear me?
No, I hear
Judge,
you. I hear you, but everyone who gets shot just can't have every one of their friends just.
No, I just was worried.
Okay, that's enough. I'll take it from here, Mr.
Hold it, I'll tell you. It's 851387.
Last time it was June 18th. Sleeping on the beach. That time served. June 9th, April 17th, April 13th.
What were those for?
June 9th was open container.
How many arrests this year has he had?
This is 5.
His 5th arrest this year?
Oh, Patrice.
May I be heard?
Go ahead, sir.
Judge, I would argue that in this case, the exigent circumstances, along with the fact that he did not actually cross the yellow line, but only attempted to, I would ask the court to consider letting this man flee out so that he can be on his way.
Okay.
He actually, I don't know if you remember, but he's planning to leave South Florida right after the 4th of July. And I just asked the court to go ahead and let him flee this one out.
And I remember that we had the city prosecutor in here that said they would buy a bus ticket to send him out of here immediately, and he said no, he wasn't ready to go yet. Even though he's living on the street. Sir, do you have any money available to bond out with?
No.
No? Okay. I'm going to set your bond at $250 right now, sir. Would you like to, I'm going to order a mental health screen for this young man.
Can't get out?
No. Your 5th arrest this year. Good luck, sir.
All right, we'll see you next week.
It's going to be a week, you think, or?
Usually about 4 days.
Up the middle. Yeah, what happened to Ferguson?
Ferguson, $1,000 bond, ROR account.
Okay, sir. $1,000 bond, you got ROR on my account.
So,
Walk out of there, receipt.
the fact is Mr. Jakis is chronically in jail for things like this. I mean, you know, nothing is worked up to this point. You know, it just comes a time where, you know, I mean, granted, they're not crimes of the century, but they're probably quality of life crimes for the people, I think, in the community who get tired of him being drunk and, you know, creating problems. So, I mean, what do? You let him out? I don't think keep people in jail or non-violent like this, but I guess there just comes a point. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, why don't you stay over there and tell us your name, so we can talk to you.
Don't worry,
You're
these
the
are
attorney on the case.
Jakis.
Hi, Carol Matthew on behalf of Mr. Jakis.
Okay, ma'am. You're representing him
on the misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor, right?
Yes.
Okay, so where's Mr. Jakis? Do we have him over there?
He's on your second look docket, Judge. He's not at the main jail.
Mr. Jakis, hi, sir.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good. Now, you know, I don't know. You want to,
like what happened here in this case was...
Mr. Atra?
Your Honor...
You've been appointed on, no, you haven't been.
Your Honor, his MO cases appear to be from North Satellite, so I don't think they wouldn't be a Fort Lauderdale case.
They're shake cases.
And he'll be back. He had to run, but he said to tell you, call him, he'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I know. Just give me a moment. Give me a quick moment. Where's Matthew Killinger? Matthew Killinger?
Main jail.
So I'm going to send your case over to the, I put him in the SAP program anyway.
Yeah, he's the individual judge, if you remember, that we put him in the SAP program yesterday or the day before.
Right, okay, thank you. Are you in the SAP yet, sir?
Not yet, no.
Have you seen a doctor?
Have you seen a doctor?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
We did the order. We did a medical screen order.
Yeah.
And also, I think we did the order for the 30-day SAP program.
He needs a medication.
Not to be released when he completes. Just he has to do the 30-day.
Could you give me an order for a medication screen?
Okay. We did that. That's what we did.
Did we?
Oh, I did.
Go ahead.
I did see a medical doctor yesterday.
Okay.
I thought he didn't mention anything about the SAP program. That's why I didn't.
Okay, I understand. All right, how are you feeling today? You feeling better?
I'm okay.
All
About
right,
the
well,
same.
hopefully 30 days of no drinking and plenty of rest. Hopefully you'll be a new person, all right?
Put your hair.
Okay.
All right, good luck, sir.
All right, thank you.
Remember, you were raised better.
Okay, now.
She'll hit me.
Now, let me go back to, do you represent, of all of them?
That's fine.
I'll appoint you on the cases, all right, Mr.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. How do you say his name?
Jakis.
Jakis?
Oh, you have one, this one?
Show. Sir, would you like to resolve all three of your cases? They involve drinking, disorderly intoxication, things of that nature?
Yes, sir, I would.
All right, do you understand, sir? You have a public defender here. You have a special public defender here, Mr. Shade. They've been both working feverishly on your defense and preparing for today's hearing. Isn't that correct?
Yes, sir, I do, and I appreciate that.
All right, now, sir, if you plead no contest, all three of your cases will be resolved today. There'll be no trial. You're not going to have your day in court wrapped up right now. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, how do you plead to all three of these?
No contest, Your Honor.
All right, sir, how long has it been since you drank?
12 days. 12 days.
Yeah, how do you feel?
I'm lovely.
All right, well, how long is it going to be till you have another sip?
Well, I just found out from the doctor's office here at Conti that I might have liver and kidney problem. So I think I'm not going to be drinking anymore.
Well, let's hope I hope you don't have those ailments, but I do hope you stop drinking because you've been in this jail so many times, sir.
Yeah, and I really hate seeing you every day.
Makes me feel warm and fuzzy, sir. Right?
Even though you're a good judge. Even though you're a good judge, Your Honor.
Hold it. My microphone. No, I'm sorry. The speaker wasn't working. What did you say, sir?
I said, even though you're a really good judge, you know, I really get kind of tired of seeing you.
Okay, can we get a copy of that? All right, sir. How do you plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'll accept that or withhold adjudication on all accounts. All right, sir?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on, wait. Marge, will you order this video, please?
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Good job.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Is there any more, Judge, for the cities?
Yeah, I think so. Give me a moment. Okay, now, one more and then I'll call you. Just give me a moment. We've got this attorney here who's getting paid by the hour, I think. Okay. You took care of those. Take care of that.
That you're buying a bone arrow on your way home.
That.
You shouldn't believe me.
Barry Clark. Where's Barry Clark?
I don't know why.
Barry Clark.
It should be a state case.
Do we have Barry Clark over there?
Not for me.
Mr. Barry Clark, drinking near a licensed establishment. Would you like to plead no contest? Resolve it today?
Yes, sir.
Sir, do you understand by pleading no contest, the case is over with today, we're not going to have a trial, we're not going to appoint an attorney? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
No contest.
I'll withhold adjudication. Thank you, sir. I think that's it, Mr. Shade.
Excellent, thanks, Judge. If you need me, I'm just next door.
Okay, now, sir, one second, let me just ask. Sir, you're an attorney, am I correct?
Yes.
What do you need?
It was on page 9, Leo James Balistreri. The public defender had called me and asked, he said he would pass it.
I see Mr. Balistreri.
Main jail. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Burglary of dwelling. Can you tell us your name, sir?
Sure, David McGilligan on behalf of Leo James Balistreri.
David McGilligan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. He's charged with count of burglary of a dwelling, and I think this is the one that goes back 2012, and he allegedly left some blood in a home that he burglarized. They ended up doing a DNA swab, and it allegedly came back as a match to him.
Okay.
Has he been in prison the last? Has he been in prison? Is that where he's been?
No, Your Honor. He was in. He moved to Texas. I don't believe he was aware of this case until.
Extradited back here?
Yes, he was, Your Honor. So it's taken him approximately a week or so to get back here.
I understand. Do we? Are there any priors on him?
Yes, Judge.
Are you going to be representing him on this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
2011, unlawful instrument and grand theft. 01, culpable negligence. 2000, battery. 95, burglary of a conveyance.
What year was that?
The burglary?
Yeah.
95.
I mean, none of these are that recent, Your Honor. We just asked for standard bond. He's been, trying to move on with his life. He's been living with his family back in Texas. He's been working, staying out of trouble. This is one last issue that needs to resolve here in Broward County.
Okay. All right. So is he going to stay here or go back to Texas where this is going on?
I believe, Your Honor, I haven't spoken to him about the other. I think the family's trying to work that out, if he's going to stay here. But, I mean, obviously, if he posts a bond, I can represent him in the meantime, file the appropriate paperwork to handle it pre-trial.
I'll leave the bond at $3,500, all right?
Terrific. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Good luck.
Now, okay, you ready to get started? We made your... Sorry about that. Go ahead, right there. You see Alexis Garcia?
Main jail.
Ma'am, do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, truthfully and to the best of your ability?
I do. Patricia Bristow, certified court interpreter.
Thank you, ma'am. Sir, you have 4 counts of DUI with property damage.
Señor, usted tiene 4 cargos de manejar bajo los efectos del alcohol o las drogas con daño a la propiedad.
The court finds probable cause.
Su señoría halla que hay motivo fundado para el arresto.
See, any prayers on this gentleman? Got a valid driver's license.
Su señoría solicita sus antecedentes.
He ran into a barrier wall on I-95.
Dice que usted se estrelló contra una pared de barrera, un muro, en la autopista I-95.
Sir, how long, you live in Defuniak Springs, is that correct?
Señor, usted vive en Defuna Springs, ¿correcto?
Repite la pregunta, por favor, porque no entendí.
Repeat the question, please, because I did not understand.
Which city do you live in?
¿En qué ciudad vive usted?
En Palm Springs, West Palm Beach.
Palm Springs, West Palm Beach.
How long have you lived there?
¿Cuánto hace que vive allí?
3 años.
3 years.
I have an address for you on Davis Road in Defuniak Springs. You know about that?
Yo tengo una dirección para usted sobre la Davis Road en Defuniak Springs. ¿Sabe usted algo acerca de eso?
No.
No.
Mi dirección es 128 Davis Road, Palm Springs.
My address is 128 Davis Road, Palm Springs.
Okay, I think I see the problem. What is your zip code there? Do you know, sir?
¿Cuál es su código postal allí, señor? ¿Sabe usted?
33461.
33461.
So it's Palm Springs, Florida. That's in West Palm Beach.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so, sir, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today.
Señor, le voy a conceder la libertad bajo palabra hoy.
I'm going to order you're not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages while you're on release.
Le voy a ordenar de que no se le permita consumir ninguna bebida alcohólica mientras que está fuera de la cárcel.
Do you understand that?
¿Entiende eso?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You'll have to come back to court in this courthouse in a month or so. Do you understand that?
Usted va a tener que presentarse ante el tribunal a este juzgado en alrededor de un mes. ¿Entiende eso?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You only have 10 days to get a temporary driving permit.
Usted solamente tendrá 10 días para obtener un permiso de manejar temporal.
The address to do so is in Broward County.
La dirección para realizarlo está en el condado Broward.
You will find the address on the traffic ticket you received.
Va a encontrar la dirección en la multa que usted recibió.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Do you have any questions for the court?
Ya, es que yo no recibí el ticket.
Ask the judge.
Señor juez,
Yes, sir.
Your Honor,
yo no he recibido ticket.
I have not received a ticket.
When you're leaving the jail, they will hand you your property along with the traffic ticket.
Cuando usted se vaya de la cárcel, le van a entregar sus efectos personales, así como la infracción.
Okay.
Read,
Gracias, señor.
read that ticket. The address for the Department of Motor Vehicles will be on that ticket.
Lea esa infracción, la dirección para el Departamento de Vehículos de Motor va a aparecer en esa infracción.
Thank you.
Gracias. Puede
Gracias.
retirarse.
I'm going to make an announcement.
Never.
Yes, Your Honor. ¿Hay alguien más que necesita los servicios de la intérprete, es decir, que no habla inglés?
Page 9 and page 10. Stand up,
This
Christian.
gentleman's name.
¿Su nombre es,
¿Cómo se
señor?
llama, señor?
Jesús Martínez.
Jesús Martínez.
Jesus Martinez, page 9 of afternoon docket, Judge.
Good afternoon, Mr. Martinez.
Buenas tardes, señor Martínez.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
You are charged, you have 2 warrants for your arrest.
Señor, tiene 2 órdenes para su arresto.
One is a felony.
Una de ellas es por un delito mayor.
That is no bond.
Ese delito no tiene derecho a fianza.
Count 2 is a misdemeanor,
Cargo 2 es un delito menor
and that bond is $500.
y la fianza en ese delito menor son $500.
You will see your judge on June 30th.
Usted va a ir ante su juez el 30 de junio.
Thank you.
Gracias. Puede retirarse.
I'm going to make an announcement.
¿Cómo se llama, señor? Judge, this is Christian. Say your name.
Tinajero.
Tinajero. Page 10 of your afternoon docket, Judge.
I'm sorry, counsel, I was unable to hear, the interpreter did not hear the last name.
Christian Tinajero Alvarez.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See?
Very good, thank you.
See how the court knows Spanish so well, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. I know Creole just like that also. No, I was just kidding. I see her Creole interpreter back there. I was trying to get her to laugh.
I did, Your Honor, I did.
All right. Ma'am, sir, you've been charged with possessing alprazolam.
Possessing what, I'm sorry?
Alprazolam.
Señor, se le acusa de tenencia de la droga alprazolam.
Possession of cannabis.
Tenencia de cannabis o marihuana.
Drug paraphernalia.
Instrumentos para el consumo de drogas.
And operating a vehicle without a driver's license.
y de conducir un vehículo sin una licencia de conducir válida.
Does this gentleman have a driving record? I
Tina
think
Harrow
his name
Alvarez.
is kind of, you know what I mean? Like sometimes that's confusing when they get elected. Sir,
Señor,
how long have you lived in South Florida?
¿Cuánto hace que vive en el sur de la Florida?
8 months, 8 meses.
8 months.
Do you have any money in the bank?
¿Tiene algo de dinero en el banco?
No, todo lo he enviado a mis familiares.
¿Cómo dice?
Que no.
Sir, your bond's been posted, 1,000. Thank you.
Señor, se ha fijado el monto de su fianza, $1,000. Gracias.
Adiós.
That's fine. Gracias. ¿Alguien más necesita los servicios de la intérprete que no habla inglés?
¿Quién habla solamente español? No takers at the main.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
You swear or affirm to translate from English to Creole, Creole to English, truthfully and to the best of your ability?
I do. Viviane Senna.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
What is your name?
Kino.
Joseph Fils.
Okay, I've got Joseph Fields, F-I-L-S.
Okay.
Sir, you were charged with a domestic battery.
Monsieur, yo chargé côté bataille la caillou.
The court finds probable cause.
Tribunal la jeune assez cause.
Are there any priors on this gentleman?
Est-ce que monsieur ça a un crime déjà?
Dis ça encore pour nous.
Tribunal la jeune assez cause côté gourmet la caillou. Au petit moment la checké pour expliquer que ou qu'on a arrêté déjà.
No.
Oh, he was saying to repeat.
Okay, thank you.
You've been charged with a domestic battery.
Yo chargé avec un côté gourmet la caillou.
The court finds probable cause. State, do we have any?
No priors.
Do you have contact with the alleged victim?
No, I do not.
Okay, sir, how long have you lived in South Florida?
Monsieur, depuis combien de temps vous êtes en Floride?
14 ans.
14 years.
Are you currently employed?
Est-ce que vous travaillez?
Oui.
Yes.
What type of work is that?
Qui genre de travail vous faites?
Cook. Dans Burger King.
Qui côté?
Burger King.
Burger King.
Okay. Sir, I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance.
Okay, monsieur m'a voilà aujourd'hui.
You do not have to pay money to be released from jail today.
Ou pas besoin payer l'argent pour yo lago dans prison aujourd'hui.
However,
Mais
I'm going to order that for the time being,
m'a passer l'ordre pour le moment.
you stay somewhere else.
Ou rester dans l'autre caille.
Not in the same home with your son, Dukins.
Pas dans même caille ensemble avec petit garçon là Dukins.
Please stay somewhere else.
S'il vous plaît, restez de l'autre côté.
Stay away from Dukins.
Restez loin de Dukins.
Don't talk to Dukins.
Pas parler avec Dukins.
You're not allowed to possess any guns or weapons while you're out on release.
Ou pas gen droit pour gen zam physique pendant que la go dans prison.
You will get notice to come back to court in
Ya
about a month or so.
Ya voyer papier pour ka retourner dans tribunal dans un mois comme ça.
Now, does anybody live in that apartment other than you and your son?
Est-ce que gen l'autre monde qui rete dans appartement à part de ou même avec petit garçon là?
Oui.
Yes.
Who is that?
Qui moun ça?
Madame moi.
My wife.
Okay, well, you can obviously be around your wife and talk to your wife.
Ou capable gen en contact ensemble avec madame ou.
The notice to come back to court will be sent to that address.
Alors ya pral voyer papier pour ka retourner dans tribunal là dans adresse ça.
Make sure you tell your wife to look for it in the mail so
Alors,
she can tell you.
Alors fait madame ou connaît ça pour le recevoir pour ka faut connaît.
Now, sir, this may not, you being separated from your son, probably will not be forever.
Séparation ça entre ou même avec petit garçon là, il pas pour longtemps.
It may only be for a very short time.
Il capable pour un petit temps tout petit.
But in any event, I need you to comply with what I've ordered today.
Mais le fait que me passe l'ordre pour arrêter loin de lui, besoin que vous obéissez ça.
If you violate what I've told you,
Si que vous violez l'ordre là,
you could be rearrested and put back in jail.
Yo capable arrêter encore pour mettre en prison.
All right, thank you, Mr.
Okay,
Phillips.
merci, Monsieur Phil. That's it. That's
You want to make another announcement?
Gagne l'autre monde qui parle créole qui besoin d'interprète?
No takers at the main.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day. Michelle McGriff.
Main jail.
Ms. McGriff, you've been charged with aggravated battery. The court finds probable cause. Allegedly, you went after Johnny Howard with a knife, and he blocked it with his hand, causing a small cut to his finger. So you have a 2-year-old child in common. State, are there priors on Ms. McGriff?
Arrested in 05 for aggravated assault. That was declined. Battery 01, that was dropped. She was convicted of aggravated battery in 93. Battery on a law enforcement officer in 94.
93 was aggravated battery?
Yes.
94?
Bat Leo.
Bat Leo. Okay. Anything you want to add, sir?
Judge is a lifetime resident of South Florida. She's been at the same address for the past 5 years. She's worked at Checkers for a year and a half. She has 4 children she supports. They range in age 2, 3, 10, and 9. She has strong family ties, no money in the bank, no real estate. She does have a place to stay separate from the alleged victim in the case, and she hopes that her mother will help to bond her out.
Okay, ma'am. Was there any contact with the alleged victim?
Yes, the victim is very concerned about substance use, alcohol, and
Okay, got it. Ma'am, today the court, based on your criminal record, the facts of the case, going to set your bond at $10,000. Order, you have a prior aggravated battery, a prior battery on a police officer. Ma'am, I'm going to order you have no contact directly or indirectly with Johnny Howard. Do not call him, do not text him, do not email him. Stay 500 feet from him at all times. That is where he lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess guns or weapons while you're out, ma'am. Thank you. Messi Torvis.
$10,000.
Torvis Skinner.
$10,000. Off you go.
Torvis Skinner.
Your Broward, Judge. He's a medical reset, Your Honor.
We're going to set him for Friday p.m. I see Kaylin Blackett, Jessica Deal, and Allison Fogel.
It's Miss Blackett, Judge.
No, I just you jumped in the driver's seat. Oh boy. Got it. Okay, so where's Miss Blackett? Miss Blackett, you're charged. You have a misdemeanor, ma'am. Operating with a suspended license. Let me just look at something, Miss Blackett. There's a bunch of failures to appear on the driving record. Ma'am, I'm going to let you bond out today for $250. Thank you.
Go. Good luck.
Jessica Deal.
North Broward.
North Broward. North Broward, sir.
Okay. Now, Ms. Deal, ma'am, you're charged with DUI second offense, 2 counts of DUI property damage, refusing to submit to a DUI test, license suspended, careless driving, and court finds probable cause to 1 through 4 and count 6. Let me look at your driving record here right now, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
License is currently expired.
Her last DUI was in 08, property damage.
Last DUI was 08.
I think it was probably her first, but it's
She currently
other DUI.
has a suspension for, I guess, no insurance? I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. Okay.
Sir, I just started a new job this week. I work at the hospital. I cannot afford bond, and I cannot afford to lose my job either, sir.
All right.
Judge, would the court consider pretrial release with the rehab component? She works at the hospital. She stands at risk for losing her job.
All right. Ma'am, are you currently, you are currently employed now, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
What type of work is that, ma'am?
I work in the cafeteria at Memorial Hospital Regional.
Okay. How long have you worked there?
I just started this week. That's why I can't afford to lose my job.
Okay.
And I haven't gotten paid yet. I have no money and no one to bond me out, sir.
Okay. How long have you lived down here in South Florida?
I've lived here my whole life, sir.
Okay. Do you have family down here, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Ma'am, today the court's going to set your bond on count 1, 2, 3, and 4 at $1,000 per count. Your total bond's going to be $4,000 today. Ma'am, I'm going to order you're not allowed to operate a motor vehicle while you're out on release. Can't operate a motor vehicle, and you're not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages while you're on release. The court set your bond based on you having a prior DUI with property damage. Now, again, you're in another crash at around midnight, and the court does believe there's a certain danger in the community that needs to be addressed. So, ma'am, thank you. No alcohol. And
I can't afford it. I'm gonna be stuck. I'm gonna lose my job.
Ma'am, I would
Please, would you have mercy on me?
Ma'am, my only comment to you is that you have a prior DUI. You're out driving at midnight, crashing into things. If you were concerned about your job, you probably should have thought of that before you got behind.
It actually wasn't. It wasn't.
Don't talk
midnight.
about your case.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, what about Dion Suzuta Best?
What about Vogel?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
All around, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, domestic battery, 2 counts of, let me see, possession with intent to sell, manufacture, deliver alprazolam. Count 2 is the same charge, but lorazepam. Count 4 possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. 5.
May I speak, sir?
Not till I'm done talking.
I had them with me, but
Introducing contraband into a detention facility. Count 6, tampering with or fabricating physical evidence. Court finds probable cause to each and every count. State, does she have any criminal record?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is it? Ma'am, are you currently employed?
yes, sir. I just started a job with the security company called Enveron. I work the security gate 2 days a week.
Yes, ma'am. And do you have any money in the bank, ma'am?
No, sir.
How long have you lived down here in South Florida?
I've lived here 18 years.
Do you have family down here, ma'am?
I do, but they can't afford to help me
Judge,
get out.
I did speak with
bond.
pretrial. I did speak with Michelle about her date pretrial. This is Diane Suzabest, right? Pretrial did verify her address. She is an Army veteran. They did speak with the family. The family, as a bond is currently set right now, they're unable to post that amount. We're respectfully asking if the court would consider pretrial release in light of her financial situation. Again, I would say she is an Army veteran. She does have a stable address, and I think she said she's working now too.
She also has domestic violence, malicious mischief.
Plus, the medication was a mistake. It's my man.
Ma'am, please stop talking, all right?
Yes, sir.
You know what? Can you start over again? DV battery.
I see a DV malicious mischief arson from 2011.
Okay.
In 2014, out of New York State, there was a felony criminal mischief, and it shows sentence pending.
Yeah, Your Honor, you had her actually in extradition in March of this year. She waived, and they ended up dismissing the warrant. But it appears that's what Patrice is referring to.
Right.
She had a DV arrest in 2013 in Broward. That was null prost. I guess Patrice would have anything else.
Which I told you about the malicious mischief and the adjudication of the felony criminal mischief.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, today, based on your prior arrest for domestic battery, I know you got a felony criminal mischief out of Washington. Ma'am, and the level of violence, you allegedly punched someone. It says right here, punch the person in the face. I'm going to set your bond on count 1 at 1,000, and I'm going to set count 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all at 1,000. The court also notes that you had a case out of Washington State they didn't show up in, and I saw you in extradition court for that. Your total bond is $6,000 today, ma'am. I'm going to order the no contact, directly or indirectly, with Andre Napier. You must stay 500 feet from him at all times. Thank you, ma'am. How about Allison Fogel?
What's my bond?
Ma'am, possession of cocaine, drug paraphernalia, expired tag, license not carried. Court finds probable cause. Do we have any priors on Miss Fogel?
Your Honor,
Ma'am, where's El Portal, Florida?
It's in Miami.
Is it?
It's kind of, yeah. It's like Miami Shores.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor, she had a juvenile offense in 2013. It was a low-level drug prior.
Okay. Her bond was posted? Okay, ma'am, I think your father's posted your bond. Good luck, thank you.
Good luck, Ms. Fogel.
Thank you.
Look forward to it.
How about Jasmine Jones?
This is Miss Jones. She's president of the Maine. She's a client of PD, Judge.
Ma'am, you've been charged with grand theft, allegedly from Lakeisha Moulton. This is your verbal agreement was made between the defendant.
She arrested recently. Wait a minute.
Mr. William and Miss Moulton at Burger King. She purchased a 2014 Infiniti. I remember the co-defendant in this case. Total was $6,000. I remember the whole. Okay.
Tanisha.
Steve, do we have any priors?
Your Honor, just one more. Could you let me know, was she, when she was first picked up, was she picked up on the out-of-county hold and then she was added with this? Tanisha. When she was first arrested, was she first arrested on the out-of-county hold and then since she was picked up, they, this was added on? Okay. All right. Sorry. That's...
Okay. So.
I'm checking to see if there's priors, Your Honor.
No, she's seeing work now.
Do you have her? If I see tomorrow, something. Patrice, do you have? I think it's inactive now. A week. Frankly speaking, Your Honor, I got to be honest.
Yes.
I have no objection with ROR. She's been here a week.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today. Thank you.
Thank you.
How about Dwayne Mackey, Alexis Barcelo, and Christopher LaRusso?
North Broward from Mackey. Hello?
Hi, sir. Carrying an electronic weapon or device. Court finds probable cause.
Sorry,
Displayed a
if I
large
may
knife
speak.
and threatened employees and customers.
No, sir, that's inaccurate, sir.
Court
If I
finds
may
Morgan
speak
and
briefly,
Walgreens.
basically, if I may speak freely, sir, for 1 second.
Sir, please, just Hold on.
Yes, sir.
We'll ask you a question too in a moment.
Do you have Mackey?
He's been in here before.
Your Honor, he was arrested. Looks like in hold on. Wait 1 second. No, I know, but I'm just letting the judge know. He was arrested in April on a domestic violence battery. It was dropped.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Sir, are you currently employed?
Yes, sir. I work construction. That's what my it's no. I don't have any electronic devices. That was my hedge blade. I was actually going into Walgreens to actually change my clothes, but the lady got very distraught and she was like, "No, you can't." So I left, and when I left, the police found me 2 miles from where they said that
Do you have any money in the bank? Sir, do you have any money in the bank?
Right now, no. I was heading to work to actually pick up my paycheck, and I was never Mirandized as well.
Out of South Carolina in 2010. Looks like he has a warrant also.
No, that's inactive. I served my time for that.
Okay, but there was also...
I'm currently in school and college.
Where do you go to school?
I go to school at Brown Mackey College. My major is healthcare administration. I also interned. After everything was finished with the last case, I actually now is back at Joe DiMaggio interning, as well as doing construction work for Labor Ready. I also have also the shift manager right now at on the site for Aventura.
I'm gonna go ahead and
I also have also had my book bag with my construction gear at the time.
Based on your criminal record, I'm gonna set your bond at $250. I'm gonna order a mental health screen. I'm gonna have this transferred to Judge Lerner Wren. Thank you, sir. Alexis Barcelo.
Who says the contact?
Bonded, Judge.
Got it.
On the top part, you see miscellaneous info.
Yeah.
It says contact.
Okay, what about Christopher LaRusso? Mr. LaRusso, I've been informed that your family is putting up your bond right now. What? Oh, wait. Well, I've been informed that your family's working on your bond right now. Let's put it that way. So, let me ask.
Judge, we would ask the court to set the bond as same as Mr. Wilkins.
Right. Hold on 1 moment.
The co-defendant. Mr. LaRusso is a 20-year resident of South Florida. He's a full-time business student at Broward College, a rising junior. Strong family ties, about $200 in the bank, no real estate, and his family's already on top of him.
I'm going to go ahead and set his bond at $3,500 total, $1,000 on one. Count 3, $1,500 4, $1,000. That is in line with your co-defendants. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, Jason Warren, Maqueva Yanuta Frazier. That's close enough.
Warren bonded. Warren bonded, Judge. This is Mr. Frazier. What do that mean, sir? It means a person named Warren bonded out.
No mercy. Man, I gotta get out of here. Man, I gotta.
All right, Mr. Frazier, charged with 2 counts of delivering PVP, which is also known as FLACA, within 1,000 feet of a place of worship, a school, convenience store, business. Let me look here. Allegedly selling $100 worth of FLACA. All right. Steve, do we have any priors on this gentleman?
1 moment, Your Honor. What is it? Okay, he's got a warrant right now out of South Carolina from January 28th of this year for failing to appear in court on a excuse me, a possession of marijuana. He's got 2008, he went through drug court for possession of cocaine.
Judge, I have a brief argument.
Go ahead.
I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I don't see how they determined that the purchase was within 1,000 feet of the church. I understand that it's charged that way, but I believe they would have to be able to provide some factual information in order to justify the enhanced charge. I'd ask the court to reduce the bond accordingly.
If I could just have...
You know what?
If I could just have one moment, Your Honor.
For probable cause purposes, the court will find probable cause, and you know what? That is something that needs to be proven in trial, how they determine that. I'll allow that, let that happen at trial, but the court will take the word of the officer today that it happened within 1,000 feet. Sir, you have an open case out of South Carolina right now for marijuana, failing to appear on that. The court will reduce your bond today to $4,500 on count 1, $4,500 on count 2, but based on your previous failure to appear, the facts of the case, the total bond will be $9,000. Thank you. How about Guy Shard, Jean Jacques?
Off you go.
Very much.
Jean Jacques.
President of the Maine.
Okay.
Think I'll get reinstated?
Sir,
Yeah, but you would have
without
to
a
do that
valid
in your
driver's
position.
license. I don't have a
That's
driver's license for Jean Jacques. After Mr. Jean Jacques, we need Lothar Frank Keller.
He doesn't have a
So I'm good.
license
Good to
and
go.
ID card that is suspended.
He has an ID card that's suspended. So box $25 on 1, count 2, no bond. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
How about Lothar Frank Keller?
Thank you, Your Honor.
So you're charged with count 6 through 10, false ownership information for pawn items, 1,000 per count, 11 through 15, false ownership information for pawn items, 3,500 per count. Thank you, sir. Okay, now, Nancy Frank Mathis. You're charged with grand theft. Frank Mathis.
Your Honor, this was, I'm sorry.
Probable cause, this was
It was a perfection, Your Honor. The issue was tying Mr. Mathis to the stolen property. I provided a supplement, which goes right at the beginning of it, stating that the detective was informed by the general manager of the business that he observed via surveillance camera Mr. Mathis going into the locker and stealing the phones. He identified him as his employee.
Okay.
And there's additional information from there.
I understand. I read that earlier. The court's going to find probable cause. Does this gentleman have any criminal record?
One moment, Your Honor.
I think I read it right here.
Mathis. Yes, Your Honor. He has a significant criminal history.
What is that?
It is 1998, under the name David Spells, strong-arm robbery, 15 years state prison as a habitual offender, PRR offender. 98, also under the name David Spells, robbery with a weapon, and 2 counts of robbery weapon, 15 years habitual offender, PRR offender. 96, possession of firearm by convicted felon, 2 years. 96, strong-arm robbery, traffic, fleeing and eluding, resisting without violence, 2 years. 94, under the name D. Johnson, carrying concealed firearm, resisting without violence with a VOP. 92, under the name Frank Justice, resisting without violence.
Okay. Sir, I'm going to say you bonded $1,000 just based on your criminal record. Facts of the case. Thank you. How about Herbert Stubbs? Herbert Stubbs, Mr. Stubbs, trafficking cocaine, count 1 and 2. Count 3 and 4, distributing, delivering cocaine. Court finds probable cause. Sir, please move to the side. Please move to the side, sir. Thank you. This is Herbert Stubbs. Defendant delivered 3.5 grams of cocaine for $170 on one date. Another date, for $800, and then on another date, $2,400, and another date during the meeting, the defendant on June 24th was to deliver approximately 250 grams in exchange for $12,000. Upon arriving at the location, the defendant was taken into custody and found to be in possession of a plastic bag containing 260 grams of field-tested cocaine. Okay, go ahead, Steve.
One moment, Your Honor. His priors include 2006 attempted trafficking of cocaine between 28 and 200 grams, 30-month state prison. 06, 3 counts of delivery of cocaine with a VOP, 30 months.
3 counts of delivery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, sir, are you currently employed?
Nope. Judge, Mr. Stubbs is on disability. He's a 41-year resident of South Florida, 20 years at the same address. He does have strong family ties, no money or real estate. He's hoping his family will help to bond him out.
Okay. Sir, the court will note that you have a prior attempted trafficking cocaine. You went to prison for 30 months for that, in delivery of cocaine. You have 3 counts of that from 2006. The court notes that this drug deal allegedly was going to involve $12,000 on the last one, $2,400 on the one before, and you allegedly admitted to this. The court also takes in consideration your admission to drug trafficking, which is contained in the affidavit. Count 1's $40,000, 2 $15,000, 3 and 4 $2,500 per count. Thank you. How about LaTroy Brady?
$60,000.
Mr. Brady, possession of PVP, also known as flak. If the court finds probable cause, do we have any priors on Mr. Brady?
One moment, Your Honor. Trafficking. I got it. Okay, his priors include resisting without violence from last year, loitering and prowling 2012, dealing stolen property and false ownership info in a pawn item 2011, burglary of a dwelling and theft in 05 with the VOP, unlawful use of false name ID 04, grand theft auto 04, possession of cocaine 02 with the VOP. End of record.
Okay. Sir, are you currently employed?
Judge, yes, sir. Brady works day labor. He's a 25-year resident of South Florida. He has 2 children he takes care of, age 4 and 5. One of them is disabled. He has strong family ties, no money or real estate, and not sure who's going to help bond him out.
So your court's going to set your bond at $1,000 based on your lengthy criminal record. Thank you. How about James Nicholson? Okay,
Main jail, Judge.
Petty theft, count 1, and that's allegedly stealing from Walmart. And 750, count 2, probation violation, no bond. Thank you. How about Reuben Lowe?
Judge, brief argument.
Before we go, is this a
PBL?
It is, Your Honor. I cannot foreclose at this. I cannot move to foreclose at this time, Your Honor.
Right, but you, wasn't there an issue about why we reset this?
They didn't bring him down.
This didn't come from yesterday?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So this is going to be bondable today. So count 1 is a burglary of a dwelling causing damage over $1,000, 2 petty theft. So the court's going to find probable cause. Now, State, does this gentleman have any...
Yes, Judge, he does.
Wow.
And, Your Honor, just for record purposes, the court is proceeding today to set a bond today.
Go ahead.
No, just make for record purposes.
I understand.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm going to set a
Oh,
bond.
okay, all right.
Hey, Marge, could you come in real quick? Thanks.
Okay. Your Honor, it looks as though he has an open felony case out of Dade.
What's that for?
He was arrested April 14th in Dade for possession of controlled substance, cocaine, disorderly conduct 09 in Dade, 06 possession of cocaine and marijuana out of Pensacola, 05 out of Dade grand theft uttering forged instrument.
What year was that?
05. 05 out of Miami-Dade, possession of cocaine, marijuana, and from what I can tell, Your Honor, he looks like he was in the military and had issues. There were previous charges of wrongful use of marijuana while in the Army, 2001, 2003.
Okay. Mr. Miller, is there anything, I'm going to ask you to do something. Anything you want to say on behalf of this defendant?
Judge, Mr. Lowe is a veteran of the United States Army. He served for 5 years and was honorably discharged. He's a lifetime resident of South Florida. He's been in his current address for 15 years. He works for Gilley's Vending. How long you been there?
I've been there since March.
He's got 3 children, age 1, 5, and 10. Strong family ties, no money or real estate. He's hoping his family will bond him out.
Sir, in West Park, a woman was inside of her home with her 2 young children when she noticed that all of her house lights went out abruptly. She noticed a male outside of her residence, in her fenced-in backyard, cutting the wires to the house, taking her AC unit apart to remove the coils inside. She chased the defendant down the street, allegedly, and he claimed he was just there to do a little work for the owner of the property. However, he parked his car down the road at a local park. So.
And Your Honor, just for clarification, so Your Honor, since the court's proceeding today, I did speak with Deputy Barnes, and I have some additional information I can proffer. First off, Your Honor, he saw the AC unit. He informed me it is completely trashed. It's going to have to be completely replaced, Your Honor. He told me he looked online just to buy the same unit today would cost approximately $1,800.
Right.
So I just wanted to inform the court, provide the court. And so, yeah, I just wanted to let the court know that.
Okay. Sir, I do appreciate your service in the Army. However, you do have a lengthy criminal record, mostly drugs. You do have a theft case out of Miami in 2005. But, sir, based on these facts, the court's going to set your bond on count 1, the burglary of the home. I'm going to set that bond at $10,000, count 2 at $1,000. I'm going to set your bond at $11,000. Let you bond out today, sir. I'm going to ask you not to have any contact with the homeowner. No contact with her. That's, I guess, Denise Cawley or Trevor Terry. And you're not allowed to return to McIntyre Park. Thank you. Okay. Now, I think that's got our first look. Let's go to our second look. Who else do you have over there at Main Jail, sir?
I can't hear.
Mr. Miller, you got to turn on that mic.
Who do you have? We have Dedrick Blevins, judge. He's here on 2 30-day motions.
Okay, Steve, will you file on these?
Your Honor, I just need 1 moment, please. I really wish I had my docket.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think so.
I'm a little annoyed.
Yeah.
1 moment, I'm sorry. I don't have a copy of the docket, so it's not the clerk's fault. I think someone took my bag. I'm not blaming the clerk.
Hold on a second. Just give me a moment. I need to talk to the clerk. All right.
Your Honor, neither case has been filed. He's
Mr.
entitled to
Blevins,
release.
the court will release you on your own recognizance on both cases today.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
I think he needs to sit back down over here now.
I'm released in a couple hours.
About all that.
Oh, here's the other traffic case.
Judge, we got Philmon Bell. He's here on a misdemeanor trespass, resisting without. He's got a $100 bond. You've been here how long?
Trespass, there's no charge.
Okay, so how long have you been here?
Since Sunday.
So he's been here for 4 days, Judge.
Okay, so just give me a quick moment. I'll be right there. Thanks, March. March, can you just put this on my... Thanks. Sir, I'm gonna release you on your own recognizance today, Mr. Bell. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. R.O.R. Bell.
Good luck.
Who else do we have?
Ragland.
No problem.
Judge, this is Jackery Ragland. He is here on a Grand Theft Auto with a $1,000 bond. How long you been here?
I've been for 3 days.
So he's been here since Monday.
Sir, how come you haven't bonded out yet?
I don't know.
Do you have family down here?
Yeah, my mom and my cousin was in court last time we was here.
Well, how come they haven't bonded you out, you know?
My mom having a rough time right now.
That's it?
Church bus to DC.
Yeah. Sounds good. No problem.
You still got 4200 Inverted Boulevard, 3209?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today.
Thank him.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
We're done in the main.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So may I see Darren Johnson?
Patrice. You're
Darren Johnson.
sounding a lot like...
Your Honor, he's at Conti, but he's in courtroom 500 now.
Okay, I'm going to send this straight to the division.
Well, I think this is...
30 days?
I think it might be.
Is it?
I just need one moment to just check. I just have one moment. Yes, and he's entitled to release today, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm going to, on Mr. Darren Johnson, we're just going to release him ROR. Warren Johnson. How about Marcus Knoll? Do we have Marcus Knoll?
Come on, Marcus.
It's a great name, isn't it?
What's that?
Marcus
Conti,
Knoll.
Your Honor.
All right. Marcus Knoll, you're here on page 2. That's, are these 30 days?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Steve.
Just one moment, Your Honor. He's entitled to release today, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Knoll, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on both of your cases today, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you. You too. All right, Gabriel Anderson?
Anderson. Conti, Your Honor.
Okay.
Give me 2 minutes already.
Mr. Anderson.
Wait a minute. Was this... Did this involve...
Trespassing.
But, yeah, but I thought that,
Sent his bonds. I raised his bonds.
Yeah, because I thought...
This is third trespassing this year.
I thought this involved someone's... Did this involve someone's home?
I don't know. Let me read this real quick.
No, Your Honor.
Hold on. You're right there.
I truly apologize for everything. I learned my lesson seriously.
Okay.
Not again.
So, hold on. Aggressive with several females who were in the area of the gas station. On the property of McDonald's and Washington jaywalk. Instant proceeded. During the gas station, began yelling at patrons, flailing his arms wildly into the air. Highly agitated.
No.
He's reading.
Said that he showed symptoms of being on flacco.
Your Honor, I could explain. My uncle, we get dropped off from work right there, and the girl was taking too long in the store to come. I didn't mean no harm. My uncle was across the street.
No. I'm more worried if you're on flacco. That's what I'm worried about.
Your Honor, I drank, but I promise you, you have my word. I quit. I learned my lesson.
I'm reading directly from the last one, which is late February. On the above listed date and time, I did observe the defendant screaming and making threats to individuals at the McDonald's restaurant located at the listed location.
So I'm going to send this to the division the second time this year at the McDonald's, doing the same thing. Thank you, sir.
How long before my court date?
I'm not sure. I don't have that information yet. Thank you. Here you go.
How many more? Listen.
How about Ryan Leonard?
How many more we got? What? No, I thought you said 30. I was like, what?
Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hi, sir. You're here for count 4, which is page 4, misdemeanor, trespassing, cannabis. How come you've not bonded out yet, sir?
I do not have any family down here, and I do not have the funds needed. I am currently working. I am a massage therapist, but I had just come back down to Florida 2 months ago, so I'm still establishing myself.
There was something else going on here.
I raised this bond to $200. It's a New York DUI, 2009. And then, just give me a moment.
If you set a bond, sir, I will not be able to post it. I'm sorry.
I understand. Just give me a moment. long have you been in jail now?
I've been in jail for 6 days now, Your Honor.
Okay.
I do have a place to stay far away from Miss Lambert.
Oh, I remember this. Okay. He asked if I'd retrieve a bag from the house. When asked why he wouldn't retrieve the bag, he said that's where he keeps his marijuana. Okay. I will, sir, where are you going to be? Where are you going to live when you get out?
I will be in Hollywood. I have a friend, Jess, who lives on South Park Road, 1121.
Well, what would you like to do? You want me to release you, or you want to work it out today? Just please no contest, and that's the end of it.
ROR?
Okay, I'll release you on your own recognizance, but do you remember I told you you're not allowed to have any contact with the female?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Let me remember her name here. What was her name?
Laura Lambert?
Laura Lambert. No contact with Miss Lambert, directly or indirectly. Now, you need to go to the clerk of the court in the next few days and update them as to your address, because they're going to send, I don't know if they know where to send your mail. You're not going to get your mail, so you need to update that with the clerk of the court probably in the beginning of the week, all right?
All right. I will do that tomorrow, Your Honor.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. All right. What about Ryan Leonard? Did I do that? Yeah, I did it. Sorry. Did you? Yeah, I did that. How about Nicholas Lozano? Nicholas Lozano. Did we do it? He bought it? Okay. How about one left? How about Lamont Smalls?
Right here. I'm calling. Conti, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hey, Mr. Smalls.
Yes.
Criminal mischief. Hold on, Mr. Smalls. Let me just look at this real quick.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, for water. I know, I don't care.
So we're gonna release you on your own recognizance, but I'm gonna order that you have no contact with a man named Soto. You know him?
Yes. Yes, sir.
No contact with his wife.
Yes, sir.
And no contact with the mother of your child, at least for the time being. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So you can stay 500 feet from all of them where they live, work, and all of their property, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir. Yeah. Okay, anybody else up at Conti? You have anyone there, sir?
Your Honor, I have 2 names on here, but the shift that I relieved advised that they're out of custody, Robert Jakis and Barry Clark.
Okay.
You dealt with them earlier.
Thank you. We took care of them already.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that's it. We're around the horn. Okay, that's it. That's a wrap for Thursday, hump day, the busiest day of the week, is now complete. It's in the box. And tomorrow, I believe is Friday. It always comes after Thursday, I've noticed. Am I correct?
I think so.
All right. Yeah. Well, I think Friday's usually right after Thursday. That means Friday's the end of the week. And as you know,
this week anything's possible.
Look forward to Fridays in here. So we'll see everyone back here tomorrow morning at 8:30. Until then, we are out from 2:35. Thank you.